Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you the power of Braum jungle. First things first, you pretty much always want to invade. Braum has one of the best level ones in the game for 5v5 fighting. Plus we have Thresh, Jinx. I wouldn't mind Thresh leading here. We took Lethal Tempo, Triumph the Tenacity Last Stand, alongside Free Boots. We win this easy. This is free. You never want to fight Braum like this. Now we Ghost. We get the Ghost extensions from getting the assist there. Now she's dead. We'll get a hit on Elise. She's dead. And that's a great way to start the game. Like I said, Braum, every single game you literally want to invade without exception because his level 1's insane. And plus with Ghost, you get the extensions. Their team that's trying to back them up essentially can't. So yeah, Elise is messing with us right now. We don't actually have to back per se. It's only going to give us so much of an advantage because all we can really get is like a longsword or something. So for your itemization options on Braum, it's very similar to Warwick because Braum and Warwick both don't have any AoE clear. That's what they struggle with. So you either have to push straight Titanic or straight Sunfire. Sunfire is easier to do because Bombies is cheap and Tiamat's 200 more gold. So if you can't afford Tiamat, you have to go Sunfire first. I think Braum jungle is a lot of fun. He's not going to be your savior or your messiah for climbing ranked. He's not going to save your soul, but he is a fun time to have. So if you're looking for a good time, definitely give Braum a try. You certainly shouldn't full clear on him, especially early on. Kite it out. We're waiting for our Q. Auto attack Q reset. Down it goes. Level 2, you generally want your E. It blocks more damage than your W. Your W is just a little bit of armor magic resist for you and your ally that you jump to. So here all we're going to do is a 3-camp clear into gank. Braum's actually very good at soloing people as long as he has high HP. With the damage reduction you get from your E and from your W, he's very scary, and then obviously his stun isn't really a skill shot, so it's challenging for most champions to take him on. You could absolutely destroy things like Fiddlesticks. Evelyn, someone who lacks an immense amount of shred damage. Obviously you're going to want to stay away from champions like Warwick. Right when he's about to hit us, we pop E, we block the damage. Easy peasy. So against Elise, for example, we'd be able to solo her if we were full health, but she can simply run away from us. Braum's scaling is actually really good. So he's quite crap in his first clear in terms of being healthy, but in terms of his scaling, he's pretty scary. I'll say that. We have enough HP to gank here. We finished pre-315, but I don't know. It feels dangerous because of the Elise. Elise is going to be top side, so I can't. If Elise wasn't going to be top side, then I would do it. We can dash to minion, try to get on this guy. We can't quite find it, but that's the general concept for the gank, is you can dash to an allied minion or champion, WQ, follow it up. That's why approach velocity is so useful. We didn't get it there, though. I didn't think we would. I'm trying to path away from the Elise and get our HP up, because Elise started bot side. She's going to be top side for Scuttle Fight. They have top prio. It just doesn't make sense to fight it. We almost have enough gold for what we want, but not quite. Just need like 200 more. Don't know if this is worth it or not. Hopefully it's not. I don't know where the Thresh hook went, but it did not land, unfortunately. I missed my Q as well, to be fair. There's Elise. She's pathing bot side. She has a little bit more CS than us. We have Balmy, so we can look for our back. We don't have to stay here. I'll leave my ward. We'll grab Balmies and head over to bot side with the oracles. Looking at top side, I'll ping him on my way. He's low. Even though Maokai's low, York's half health, no mana. If we ghost, we can kill him. So hopefully Maokai stops pushing. The reason why I wanted to go bot is we could do Krugs, Raps, Wolves, do a true full clear here. Gromp isn't going to be up for a little bit, so that's why I'm going to go in for the gank first. Should be able to kill the York. Bomb Cinder has a okay amount of damage. Not quite as optimal as a Tiamat rush. That can't see us since we hugged wall on far side there. I have a feeling that oh wow, yeah, York got greedy. We hit him with an auto attack Q reset, dash to the Maokai to give him some extra armor, magic resist, and then we can use our E to speed up into this guy if we need to. Your shield gives you a 10% movement speed bonus. Since we were already on top of him in auto attack range, there's no reason to really pop it yet because we're still using our ghost. We'll go ahead and smite that, let him get it. The goal here isn't to steal the last hits. The goal is to just crash the wave so he can reset, get his health mana back, and spend his gold. Easy peasy in the lead. Braum and Leona jungle are very similar. I'd say Leona jungle is probably easier to play. She doesn't take much thought process at all. She is basically the Garen of support champions. Incredibly simple. Braum is a little bit more challenging than Leona, but I also think he's more rewarding with the way his R works. Being a displacement, you can get a lot more value out of it than Leona CC. You can't really QSS or cleanse a displacement, but you can QSS or cleanse a stun or root, snare, a silence, that type of thing. The only things that don't interact with tenacity and cleanse are suppression. Wait. I take that back. So cleanse doesn't interact with suppression or with displacements. QSS does scrape suppression. So for example, you can build QSS against Maldahar R and beat it. So, let me clarify that. Cleanse and QSS aren't quite the same thing, but they're nearly identical. Only difference is that your QSS works against suppressions. Why is Swain even over here? I think Elise is going to be here. He's going to get away. He's got a plant. That sucks. Oh well, time to pop double refill. You could go bombies into team map. That's a huge gold investment. I wouldn't recommend that necessarily. Oh, I don't think I'm going to get any follow-up. Yeah. This lane isn't easy to gank with how bot lane's pushing. It might be best to just focus on my top side, unfortunately. Because, like, look at this. They're basically underneath their turret as is, and they're playing safe. On the bright side, Jinx should outscale. Hit him with an auto. I'll soak the first one just because I had my W on. Then I'll block with shield. Bop him with the stun. Auto attack Q reset. Against champions, it's best to use your Q if you're as close as possible. It's the most optimal so they have less time to dodge, juke, or flash it. You don't always have that option though, which is what makes approach velocity so useful, is if you land it from a distance, you can actually run them down, which is pretty sick. Braum's clear is definitely the worst aspect of playing Braum jungle. Similar to Twitch jungle, though you could argue Twitch clear is more efficient, which is kind of sad. I would be really interested to see them give champions like Braum and Leona like 30% more damage against monsters on some kind of one of their abilities, like a Braum Q, for example. I think that'd be really exciting to see a larger variety of champions in the jungle role outside of just seeing the top 10 most picked junglers every single game. If you're playing in a high elo or in the pro scene, it's virtually the same exact junglers every single game. So it looks like they might be kind of pushing at this point. I can't really afford what I want. Braum doesn't use magic or AP very well, ability power. So yeah, there's no point of even going a dark seal. A lot of times on gank heavy junglers, you would go for an early dark seal, but Braum, it wouldn't even make sense. I wish I was bot right now. I'm opposite side. We're hitting kind of a late level 6. We didn't soak enough minions from successful ganks, because we haven't really had any successful ganks, unfortunately. That's the issue. Yeah, actually, I have to have successful ganks to soak minions. You can't just show up and start taking minions. Don't mind if I do. Now we're level 6. Be a good time to gank bot side. Their comp's kind of scary. We're going to rely a lot on Jinx here in the mid game. Jinx is going to be essential. She has more range than their whole team, plus Elise falls off. Their top's missing, jungle's missing, their bot lane is shoved in once again. Maybe we can gank mid, Swain, no armor. No real HP items either. Auction has a decent amount of AD as well. I'm going to smite that. Auto attack Q reset. Shield ourselves. Why am I tanking the Herald? Trying to block stuff with my E. Auction isn't really autoing the Swain for whatever reason. Just autoing the Elise. Swain blocks it. That fight went to crap really fast. I think we still win this fight though. The Herald was making things really hard. He's putting out a lot of damage. Yeah, he's dead here. Oh, well, Auction's going to have to follow up for that to be the case. He wasn't really ready for that at all. Well, yeah, that was messy. At least followed up. Auction did not follow up at all. He didn't even ping he wasn't coming. He just straight up didn't react when we literally had vision of the Swain. Oh well. It is what it is. Let's farm these bad boys real quick. That's a shame. That should have been an easy kill. We're going to have to wait for the team fight stage of the game. These lanes aren't gankable. There we go. Level 7. Swain's out of mana. We should be safe here. We can't get our full Sunfire Aegis quite yet. There's a heavy incentive for us to stay on the map then, get passive gold, and to get some more camps till we can afford Sunfire. Sunfire is a big deal, so is Titanic. Titanic is absolutely enormous for Braum. So we have 51 per 10. A meta jungler would have somewhere around 70 to 80 CS right now. Guess it's not. It's mainly the level 6 timing is the most jarring thing about Braum jungle. Hitting an 8-minute 30 instead of 7-minute 30 latest. I would have to sell my refill here. Is it worth it? Selling refill? Eh. I'll wait. There's no rush. Ghost is on a cooldown as is. The funny thing is whenever I back, that's when all the ganks appear. Like now this is super gankable. That means they're just fighting. Like the way they're fighting doesn't take into account jungle. It happens a lot though with lanes. We have free boots. I'll play for Dragon. Sunfire, free boots, more gold spent than the Swain at the moment. We have shutdown gold with 54 CS. That's kind of sick. The tenacity scales, lethal tempo scales. The free boots scales pretty well. W forward, hit her with a Q. Try to block as much as I can. I'll run this chick down. She can't solo me at all. I'm gonna stun her and then I'm gonna knock her up. Like this. Auto attack Q reset. Down she goes. Look at that fight. She was full health. I was full health. And then she died and I'm still like full health. Yeah, we can get on top of this guy. I'll have to W to the Jinx. He's probably just running away now. Yep, it's awarded. Jinx is still chasing. It doesn't matter. She lands that slow. He's too far away. Go ahead and drop some more mutes. Focus time. Dragon's definitely the win con here. Draxel win con. This game's going to devolve into constant team fighting as it goes longer and longer. Hello Blades and Pressy Attack definitely work on Braum jungle, but they take away from where he really shines, which is team fights. His level 1 invade in team fights is where he's objectively strong. So if you go for Hellblades or Pressy Attack late game in team fights, it's pretty useless. Could go for the E or W. I'm thinking E max second's better. Shaves off more of its cooldown. W into her, bop her with the Q, ghost into it. She's dead. Down she goes. We get the ghost extensions. Oh, it's wrong, buddy. You're taking a lot of damage there. Auction didn't do any damage, but we did quite a bit. I think we would have killed him. Auction pulled out of the fight too soon. He's a very timid Auction player. Hopefully Xayah is not paying attention. She's paying attention. Sometimes people meet their teammates and they don't look on the mini-map. That's what I was hoping for there, but she pulled back immediately when I stepped over Scuttle. Blue buff is up. I'll wait for this. I have an escape route here with the plant. Xayah is really trying to make sure I don't get her blue buff. It's kind of interesting. Very interesting from the Xayah there. I'll just go for red then, play into dragon. We really, really need it. Drag would be nice to have. The York's going to be playing heavy split push. I might even be able to solo the York. Braum's soloing capabilities is pretty hilarious. We'll see. It's usually the maiden that's the issue when fighting York. It's not really the champion, it's his R. It doesn't die. It doesn't go on a cooldown if it doesn't die. It just stays there forever and he gets to control it. It's pretty annoying. Dash to him, land our R immediately. Pop our E, try to keep him alive. And it looks like we did. Look at all these stuns, baby. Whoa! We got 3 stuns. Let's freaking go. Alright, I'll unmute for a second. I'm not going to unmute their pings, though. Having pings unmuted is just pretty annoying. Look at that Sunfire. The Flame Touch is what you're seeing there, that AoE effect. Flame Touch feels really good with lethal tempo. And then you never get focused as Braum either. No one wants to focus him because he's tanky in his E. So you pretty much always get full stack lethal tempo and a flame touch up and you just start chunking. Putting out heavy damage. Now it's time for a Titanic. Or Bork. At this point, we'd probably just go for Bork into Titanic. Bork feels super good on Braum. Rushing at first item is super hit or miss though, because it, even though it helps your clears, it doesn't help your multi-camp clears that much because it's single target damage. These guys are shoving hard. I need my support, my bot lane to move. I want them to get turret for free. I don't think she can see me. She can just see those wards. Oh, this must be warded. Zaya, you fool. Oh, we got the cannon. Yeah, this bush is warded. I need him to use his control ward. A lot of times your supports will buy controllers, but then they never really lay it. It's weird. You should. Elise isn't my jungle on blue buff. She was top, and then she pushed south. The only where she could go is mid or to my jungle. She saw me over here, so she's in my jungle. Braum did lay his control ward. Very good. Or I should say Thresh. I'm Braum. Lands the hook. I'm not there. Feels bad. She's trying to hook me in, but she's just going to run. York is apparently still going himself. Jinx doesn't... Okay, Jinx is staying for the dive. I'll just walk her down and... I hit her with blue smite. No one else is helping. That was like... The way... Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have heartburn. So basically in a dive, you wait until everyone's within range to start hitting, right? It's like a gangbang. It's a sneak attack, gangbang attack. Everyone, you surround him, you let your minions tank, and then once they're fully surrounded, and then you pounce and you let the person tank like me, and then we all attack. But Thresh started it super early. Jinx wasn't even ranged to auto, and doesn't really seem like she intended on getting in range to auto at any point there. She was maybe scared Karma could kill her. That was a very peculiar situation. Bought a huge chunk of Bork. We're moving around the map 370. Not particularly fast. 35 movement speed out of this. Wow, boots don't give you that much movement speed. 25, like 35 isn't even that much. You compare it to something like a winged moon plate. Yeah, all my camps are going to be down over here. I have Ghost. I could run him down. Potentially. He does have some stuff going for him here. Got him with our Q. I'm going to have to bop him with R. And down he goes. You normally want to R them right as they're coming out of your stun. That way they can't outplay it, flash it or whatever. But we're staying on top of him. He got down a good cage. It's time to take Herald. They're all bot side. Our CS is so bad though. Holy crap. 77 CS 18 minutes in. That is not very high. I think Elise is just a horrible champion to play Iron through Diamond. She's terrible. The only thing she can do objectively well is she has the best level 3 turret dive in the whole game out of any jungler, or really out of any champion. But people Iron through Diamond don't know how to dive, or at least not consistently. So it's just like her best aspect is so early game focused, and she can't really late game team fight effectively, that she just feels like such a wasted champ. I might actually die here if he doesn't give me something to jump to. Took a lot of damage there. It's actually kind of crazy how much damage I took. I have to reset right now, actually. I don't like this fight. Just 2 more autos and she dies. I don't like this fight at all. Wow, someone just blasted me. I don't really want to fight for Dragon when this is what's happening. Akshan hits him with the auto. We barely get away. Yeah, that got really messy really fast. I don't think Jinx could find a good position. It's just a tough fight. Holy crap, that hurts. Man, these people really want to kill me. What? Why is that? There's a friendly neighborhood Braum over here, and everyone's trying to get a piece. All right, let's go for Mercs, more tenacity, and we'll buy that. There we go. I think Dragon should be gone. They'd probably just rush it at this point. Jinx has more CS, more kills, but she doesn't have a huge item advantage on Saya at the moment. It's only a Zeal and 2 longswords. How much does Zeal cost? 1,000? So she's 1,700 gold more spent at the moment. Oh my god, they accidentally partial reset. That sucks for them. Thresh didn't lantern me though. I don't know who's lanterning. There's no one over here to help. Like, Jinx is on the wrong side of the map. Are we both gonna die now? Yeah, I think we both just die in a second. Yeah, holy crap. That Jinx positioning was really good. That was a very, 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 very bad fight. Like, we should win it, right? Because we're more than double their kills. Or even more so at the time. We're still double their kills. Like, it should be a 1 fight, but not with that type of positioning. They're going to get a lot out of that. Holy crap. So they get the dragon, they get 3 kills, a turret, and inhib. That's not good. Swain is giving them a lot of value. He's so tanky. A lot of self-healing as well. In hindsight, I would have gone Titanic. We're a little too squishy right now. We're the only tank on our team. For the most part, Maokai 4 kill participation. If he's going to group, then I can get away with the Bork, but we need him to group for that to be the case. Bork doesn't give us any HP. They're getting away with so much stuff. It's insane. His ghouls almost just killed me. Dude, his ghouls are doing so much damage. I definitely can't solo York. Down he goes. Oh, how do we miss our Q? Oh. We use our E, down he goes. He even blew his flash for that. Your first hit they try to hit you with when you're on your E does 0 damage. It just doesn't do anything. And then the subsequent hits do less and less damage as well. So focusing Braum when he's on his shield doesn't really work, I'm afraid to say. Decent fight. We were able to sneak out with W. Just too squishy. Should have gone Titanic into Bork. Once we have Bork Titanic, we'd go for like Frozen Heart, Dead Man's Force of Nature, that type of thing. I'm interested to see how Braum does season 13. PB is down, so that's why we're playing season 12 right now. Down she goes. We're on Ghost Extensions. Oh, she's greedy. She's on a red buff. I'm gonna pop her with R. Oh, I don't know if she flashed it or what, but dude, she cleared a lot of distance. Swain gets stunned, down he goes. We should definitely just take Baron here. Like, their jungler's dead. This is so free. We don't have a proper minion wave ready to take turrets anyways, so if we had the minion wave, staying for turrets is best. Oh no. York's in our base. I did not realize that. Karma's trying to stall us out. That's what's going on. That was a horrible smite on my part. York, he can't end at all. That was a really good trade York got though. Just sitting on the split push with his cringe build. That's the York meta right now, is Eclipse, Surled. He has max health damage and a lot of shred. It basically lets his ghouls slow you. And it also lets him burst pretty heavy. My smite's on a cooldown. I can't do anything there. He's trying to escape. I think he's going to. His stupid Maiden, bro, is so fast. It's outrunning me. I have empowered boots. Maiden should be like a little Kled with no horse. She shouldn't build outrun champions with tier 2 boots. Should still win team fights. These inhibs are going to slow us down a lot, though. Hey, friend. Hello, my friend. Get the stun on her. Down she goes. The Braum stun, too good. 1.5 seconds. That's a really long time. Kill the maiden. We can stun the maiden, too. Pop him with the R. He gets stunned. My Q's on cooldown, otherwise I would Q that guy. Karma's rage split push. She's actually throwing the game for her team right now. I think they still would have lost this fight if she was here, but certainly would have been closer than what it was. Jinx ended up tanking. Maokai didn't stay in turret aggro range. Maybe we can end here? There's 2 of them. Ugh. It's Karma and Elise. Maybe we can. She gonna suicide for us? Nah, she doesn't. I should probably just base. Maokai decides he's gonna base. I guess I get to fight Dragon. I need Auction to help. We can afford Bork now. Wind Dragons, I think, are actually the best dragon in the game. The amount of movement speed they give completely shifts the game to where if you want to escape or chase down, the enemies don't have a say in it. A lot of the other dragons, they're only situationally really strong depending on your champion, like the armor dragons on Aramis type of thing, or the flame dragons on someone like Jin, or just crit champs in general. The wind dragons, it's kind of broken with everybody. I was taken forever by my items there. York's back on the split push. He's 2.5 items spent. Mal's 3, and he has Thornmail. He could probably solo the York. Eclipse doesn't hold up very well against massive armor tanks. And Maokai has 263 armor, 72% resist there. Quite a bit. Big fight. Our teammates aren't here, though. I'm going to R to get him off. It's not worth letting Maokai die. It'd be a huge mistake to let him go down. He can heal a lot if he just stays alive through his passive. Yep, we dash, pop the E. Got him with a Q. We're on Ghost as well. That's game. GG's well played. That's what I'm saying, man. Braum late game is pretty nutty. You can block things for your team with your shield. You can give yourself more armor magic resist and a teammate more armor magic resist. Plus you have the dash. We'll speed up into her with shield here. She's dead. Where did Auction even come from there? That was freaking weird. He just came out of nowhere. Not bad. Look at those skills. Look at that. Impressive. GG's. Elise late game versus Braum late game. The difference is clear. Let's take a look at damage dealt, damage taken. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we by no means had the most in the game. In fact, we were on the lower end of the spectrum, but hey, we had more damage than Xayah. 13k versus 11k. That's kind of interesting. Looking at damage taken, we were higher up on the spectrum. For self-mitigated, we were higher up as well. And for runes, pretty good value. Braum jungle, a whole lot of fun, but he will not save you from your low elo. He's just a fun pick. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Kingsticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.